Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Today is Friday, June the 5th. I'm Rabbi Dan Pernick, and I'm very happy to be with everybody, all my friends at Northern Riverview Nursing Home in beautiful Haverstraw or West Haverstraw, and look forward to celebrating Shabbat with you as we are now, believe it or not, even though the weather is very, very warm, we are coming towards the end of the spring. So summer is coming. It's just about 2 weeks away officially, and we're looking forward to sharing some beautiful weather and some beautiful Shabbat services with you. So today, we're actually at a very exciting time. We celebrated the festival of Shavuot last week, the anniversary of the giving of the Torah, the anniversary of the giving of the Ten Commandments, and now, while there are some rather minor festivals or holidays in the Jewish calendar during the summer, the next big holiday, really, the next really significant religious holiday is Rosh Hashanah. And that's going to be in about 3.5 months. So we're going to have a lot of Shabbat to share together. So what I'd like to begin with today is one of my favorite Shabbat melodies. This is a song that goes back almost 500 years. And we're told that the great sages in the land of Israel would be singing this song as they were walking up and down the hills to get to their homes in time for Shabbat. It's a song that actually is addressed to angels. A lot of times people ask me, do Jews believe in angels? And the answer is absolutely we do. And this song is proof. It's called Shalom Aleichem, Peace unto you, and it is addressed to the serving angels, the ones who, according to tradition, help to bring in the Shabbat on Friday night and to escort Shabbat out as it leaves Saturday night. So we're going to sing together the song called Shalom Aleichem, Peace unto you. Shalom Aleichem, Malechei Hasharet, Malechei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malechei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malechei Hashalom, Malechei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malechei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malechei Hashalom, Malechei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malechei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitchem l'shalom, Malechei Hashalom, Malechei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malechei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We now welcome Shabbat with the blessing over the Shabbat light. We're not going to be lighting any fires right now, but we will kindle these 2 battery-powered lights, and we recite the traditional blessing that is said over the Sabbath light. In English, it translates to, "Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe. You have sanctified us with your commandments, and you have commanded us to kindle the Sabbath light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat." I wish you a Shabbat Shalom, a peaceful Sabbath as we go forth to celebrate this holy and joyous day. I'm going to put the lights down there for a moment, and we're going to sing some very joyous songs to get us in the mood for Shabbat. Now, hopefully everybody's feeling healthy and you're feeling good. If so, you're halfway there. But if you're not, if you've had a tough week, maybe you're not feeling so good, hopefully our service is going to help to bring you closer to strengthening your spirit so we can strengthen our bodies as well and strengthen one another as a community and have a wonderful Shabbat. So, join with me, please. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. So I want to change up the music a little bit this time, and it's good to sing the same melodies all the time, but it's also good to change it up a little bit. So this is a song that we sang in years past. We maybe haven't sung it too much lately, but the words come from the Bible, and they come specifically from the book of Psalms. Psalms is a huge book of the Bible. It has 150 chapters. And each chapter is a poem or a song praising God. Of course, the psalm that we know best, most people know best, is the 23rd Psalm, which begins with the words, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want," right? We know that. That's not the one we're going to do, but that is from the book of Psalms. The one we're going to sing now is, I believe, Psalm number 133. And the words in English mean, "Behold how good and how pleasant it is when we're all able to gather together." And in Hebrew it's called Hinei Matov. Hinei Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei Matov, Hinei Matov. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hinei Matov, Hinei Matov. Ya la la, ya la 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 la. Hinei Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Now, the next song I'd like to sing is one that we've also sung in the past. It's called Ma Yafeh Hayom. Those are three Hebrew words. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Means what a beautiful day it is today. And the last two words of the song are Shabbat Shalom, a peaceful Sabbath, which is what we hope that everybody has. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom. Okay, we've been doing a lot of songs in Hebrew. Let's add one in English, and I think most of you know this one. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. You ready? Okay, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray. All right. That's a lot to do. So I hope everybody is doing well. Again, it is June the 5th. This is a very important anniversary weekend in Jewish tradition. This is actually the anniversary of the Six-Day War back in 1967. Very important time in the history of the State of Israel, and it was in early June, and that was 53 years ago, and a lot of us remember that very, very well. So, but that's talking about war, and we're going to focus on happier things than war, and we're going to talk about and sing about Shabbat. So right now we're going to sing another song in English. This one's called I've Got That Shabbat Feeling. I've got that Shabbat feeling deep in my heart, deep in my heart, deep in my heart. I've got that Shabbat feeling deep in my heart, deep in my heart today. I've got that Shabbat feeling up in my head, up in my head, up in my head. I've got that Shabbat feeling up in my head, up in my head today. I've got that Shabbat feeling down in my toes, down in my toes, down in my toes. I've got that Shabbat feeling down in my toes, down in my toes today. I've got that Shabbat feeling all over me, all over me, all over me. I've got that Shabbat feeling all over me, all over me today. Bump, bump. Okay. So every day, according to the Jewish religion, we are supposed to say words that remind us of the one God. And these words were originally said by Moses. In the final year of his life, he said, "Hear, O Israel, listen, Jewish people. The Lord is our God, the Lord is one." And traditionally we say these words when we lie down and when we rise up, in the evening as well as in the morning. So please join together with me as we sing the Shema Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. And many people sing the second line much softer. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Okay, we're going to continue now with a very, very happy, joyous song of celebration that when people would gather together for weddings and bar and bat mitzvah parties and other celebrations, which we don't really do all of that much today because of the coronavirus. We don't really have all those gatherings, so that's unfortunate. You know, there are a lot of weddings that are getting postponed and a lot of other celebrations that are being postponed, but that's unfortunate. But one of the highest values in the Jewish religion is saving life, right? Saving one's life. We're allowed to violate almost any of the commandments in the Jewish religion in order to save a life. So we have to be very careful with our lives and to take care of our lives and to make sure that we are able to outlast this virus, outlast this illness, so that we will again be able to get together with friends and family and to celebrate, because there's a lot to celebrate. So this song we're going to sing together, that we can still do, is called Hava Nagila. We won't dance the hora, but we can sing. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila v'nismecha. Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila, Hava Nagila v'nismecha. Hava neranana, Hava neranana, Hava neranana v'nismecha. Hava neranana, Hava neranana, Hava neranana v'nismecha. Uru, uru, achim, Uruachim, belev sameach, Uruachim, belev sameach, Uruachim, belev sameach, Uruachim, belev sameach, Uruachim, Uruachim, belev sameach. Okay, very, very nice. So we're going to move now to a song of peace before we get to a few words of Torah. And traditionally, when we finish the first part of our service, it's always with a prayer for peace. And this song is called Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. It means we will bring peace to you. Especially in the times in which we're living, we're reminded that it's not enough for other people to try to make society better. We have to do the work ourselves. We are God's partners in making a better world. So we have to make peace. We have to be God's agents and make the world a better place. So this song says, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, we will bring peace to you. And as we say in Hebrew, Ken Yehi Ratzon, may it only be so. Okay, here we go. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Okay, so this week, not all synagogues around the world are reading the same part of the Torah. I won't get too complicated, but basically it has to do with the holiday of Shavuot, or Shavuos, that we just celebrated. And many Jews celebrated it on Friday and Saturday. But in Israel, it was only Friday. An extra day is added in many Jewish communities outside of Israel. So in Israel, they're already a week ahead of most of the rest of the world. But for most Jews in America and other places around the world, other than Israel, we're reading a part of the Torah that's talking about a type of status. It's called a Nazirite. A Nazirite was somebody who would make a vow. And they wanted something very important, and they would give things up. They would give up drinking wine. They would give up cutting their hair. They would give up being in the presence of the dead. And you might say, well, why would you want to do that? Well, imagine if you had a parent who died. If you were a Nazirite, you couldn't go to their funeral. Of course, that's something that a lot of people are experiencing today, that with all the restrictions on funerals, that sometimes there are people who can't go to their own family members' funerals for different reasons. But anyhow, the most famous of all of the Nazirites in the Bible, and the man whose story is traditionally chanted on this day, on this Shabbat, is a man named Samson. Now, Samson's mother had said, I can't have a child, but if I could only have a son, I would make him a Nazirite to the Lord. And that is the reason that Samson never was allowed to cut his hair. And of course, we know the story of Samson and Delilah, and in the end, she was able to cut his hair, and he lost his strength as a result of that. But in the end, at the end of the story of Samson, he is taken prisoner by the Philistines, and he is chained to their temple, and he is made fun of, and he is abused and treated very, very poorly, as they're basically having a big celebration. They're having a big party, and Samson asks God one last time to give him back his strength, even though his hair has been cut. And he is able to pull out the pillars of the giant building that the Philistines are in, and the pillars come down, the building comes down, killing Samson, but also killing all of those Philistines. And this was an example of something that he was able to do to strengthen the Jewish people. This is a time, especially in our country, where we are asked to see what we're able to do. Now, it hopefully does not involve killing or hurting other people. There are a lot of people who have been killed and a lot of people who have been hurt, and, they didn't deserve it. And that's a very, very bad thing. That's one of the things that we are trying to correct in our society. Many, many people, maybe almost all people, have known prejudice and discrimination. But in America, we also know that certain groups of people have suffered more than other people have. And that's part of the movements that we have been seeing, the marches, the rallies, and all of that. Any looting and violence aside, that's not the purpose of these rallies, these peaceful protests for the most part. And that is that the lives of black people do matter. They matter just as much as the lives of white people or anybody else. And of course, as Jews, we are very, very sensitive to that because, we have been the victims of the Holocaust. We have been the victims of the Spanish Inquisition, the Crusades, and dozens and dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of other times in history where our lives didn't matter at all, even not all that long ago in America. But what we're trying to say is not that black lives matter more than the lives of other people, but they matter as much as the lives of other people. And very often in society, we have not been sensitive to that. So what we are hoping to do is to be able to bring people together of all races, of all religions, the police officers, as well as people living in the community, that we should treat one another with respect. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. We are all created in God's image. Many, many religions have many, many teachings that come from our Bible talking about the value of human life and doing unto others as we would have them do unto us, right? Treat other people the way you want to be treated by them. These are lessons we all learn as children. We all learn growing up in religion, in religious school, but sometimes we forget them, or we let other people cause us to forget them. So this is a time where we have to try to come together, and hopefully it doesn't take destruction, as Samson had to do, to bring peace to the children of Israel. Hopefully we all, where we live and where our family members live, we will all recognize that all good people are entitled to equal rights, right? Men have the same rights as women, women have the same rights as men, black people, white people, people of all races, religions, ethnicities, nationalities, sexualities, etc. We are all God's children. God loves us all. God loves us all equally, and even if we're not totally comfortable sometimes with other people, or maybe we don't understand them completely, that's okay. But their lives still matter. Just because we're not comfortable with them, maybe somebody's not comfortable with us, but we're still important, just as important as everybody else. So that's part of the lesson of Samson, part of the lesson of the Nazirites. We all want to be blessed by God, but if we want to be blessed by God, we have to be the ones blessing other people as well. because God's looking at how we live our lives, and if we don't treat others well, there's no reason for God to treat us well, right? So let's all try to do a much better job of treating each other with respect, even if we get angry, even if we don't understand people. Everybody's lives matter. Black lives matter. Jewish lives matter. Police officers' lives matter. But the point that's really being made here, really spurred on by the senseless murder of a man named George Floyd, is that black lives matter. Because up till now, a lot of people just really didn't seem to think that they did. And that's really what a lot of people in our society are saying, and more people need to say it, that the lives of black people do matter. All right? And yes, everybody else's do too, but we have to start with the people who have really been suffering the most in our society. And there's no question that looking at things, members of the black community in America have had just a terrible, terrible oppression and prejudice and discrimination against them. And the time has come for us to recognize that we have sinned. And in all religions, when we sin, we have to make atonement. We have to ask for forgiveness. And we have to make it better. So that's what we try to do, so that everybody can celebrate Shabbat and enjoy their own happiness. Speaking of happiness, before we get to our closing song, you know what we're going to do. We're going to lift up a cup of the wine as we thank God for the blessings that we enjoy and that we hope that we will be able to bring to other people. So please join me in the words of Kiddush, a Kiddush if you will. In English, it's "Blessed are you, Lord our God, ruler of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine." Excuse me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Amen. I wish I could share this with you, but maybe soon. So we're going to finish up now with the words of a very upbeat song that are very traditional in synagogues. Ein Keloheinu, there is no one like our God. Mi Keloheinu, who is like our God? No Del Eloheinu, we will give thanks to our God. Baruch Eloheinu, blessed is our God. And the final verse begins with Atahu Eloheinu, you are our God. Here we go. Ein Keloheinu. Ein Keloheinu. Ein Kadoneinu. Ein Kemalkeinu. Ein Kemoshienu. Mi Eloheinu. Mi Kadoneinu. Mi Chemalkeinu, Mi Chemoshienu, no del Eloheinu, no del Adoneinu, no del Malkeinu, no del Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adoneinu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adoneinu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. And with that, I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom from my home, only about 15 or 20 minutes away from you at Northern Riverview Nursing Home. I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Enjoy the beautiful view, especially everybody up there on the 4th floor. You got a beautiful view of the Hudson River. I hope you have a happy week, a healthy week, and look forward to getting together again next Friday to celebrate Shabbat. Okay, Shabbat Shalom. Be healthy. Stay safe.